Hello, everybody. Welcome to Art and Outdoor Life here with John. It's been a while since I've used this easel, this tabletop easel. So I'm using 9x12 cold press watercolor paper and using two kinds of blues, cerulean blue and a Prussian blue. And I just walked in here for fun, and I was thinking about Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa. That was just what I was thinking. In this painting, what I really like, it just for fun, but the texture you can get out of these hake brushes are just interesting and just fun. And that's what painting should be about. I mean, it depends. If you're serious, you got a commission and stuff, that's different. But, and I want to talk a little bit about, I think some of you might relate to this. There's the Prussian blue. But, like in regards to social media, we get caught up into it. I did a lot of living before social media was even here. And, yeah, I get caught up in it too. You go with the times. But often, there's so much information out there. So many things to look at. And a lot of it is addicting. It can be very addicting and distractive. So, like with these videos, these painting demonstrations that I do, of course I do it as a hobby. But, I'd like to just say, when you're painting to relax and wind down, or you're painting just for your personal time, maybe it's a part of mindfulness or your wellness. Take your time. You don't have to be in such a rush. Like everybody's always in a rush. And the reason I paint is to slow down. However, when I paint my videos, I'm not exactly slowed down. It's real time. But, I'm not on these painting videos here. I could easily just let it dry, come back, paint again, do another wash, let it dry, come back, do some more until the painting is done. However, these are fast and loose paintings, and they are exciting. You could see the texture of the grass I'm getting out of that. Just by the brush and against the paper and the different styles, the different pigments of the paint. But, yeah, so, it's really good to sometimes just remember to take a breath and just relax. You don't have to be fast. You don't have to be the fastest painter in the world. I mean, I paint off the top of my head most of the time. However, when I'm painting in my studio here, I take my time and I let the paints dry and stuff. So here I made some Payne's gray, and kind of, I don't know, I could have diluted it a little bit. Basically, it's red hue with cobalt blue and a little bit of Prussian blue, and just a touch of yellow ochre. So I'm putting in like a stream there. Now I'm using, this is raw or burnt sienna, and I'm also using some burnt umber. And both burnt umber and burnt sienna have the reddish tint in them. And so I'm also using, as I said, I'm using yellow ochre in here and also lemon yellow. And those are all of the colors, pretty much. So by adding in this little stream, or it could be a road, whatever you want it to be, see, I'm painting on angles, and that just letting the brush do the work. Just by laying the brush against the paint. And by the angle, just the angle alone, you can see it kind of looks like it's on a hill, like a hillside. And there's lemon yellow. Now, yeah, I was a little fussy here, okay? Toward the end. Instead of sitting back, standing up, letting it dry, or stepping back to look at it, no, I just kept going. And that's not always a good thing. But if you're doing it like I was, just having fun, it's no problem. So I wanted to put in some pasture in here, maybe some distant grass in there, with the brighter of the grass being maybe where the sun is coming down at. I only had a touch of white on my palette, and it was mixed with some blue, so I was like, oh, I'll just run it down this little stream. I like the way the mountain is it's Prussian blue against cerulean blue. I like the way that looks. And so just to give some more texture to this mountain here, use the card. Cards are so fun to use and so easy to use that you can actually get carried away with them. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just remember, whenever you're using the card, whatever you're scraping, even if there are like 2 or 3 different layers of paint over each other, you're going to get the undertone. So instead of painting a tree, I'm going to scrape a tree. It's fun to do, very quick, easy, and, there's nothing wrong with painting trees at all. However, this was fast and loose and just having fun. Now you could see with the burnt sienna there at the bottom of this tree, whenever you scrape something, you're going to get the undertone. Okay. And yeah, it's okay. Just having fun there. A few trees, a little stream. Kind of looks like it's on an angle. You got your mountain in the back there. Nice sky. This is where I started fussing a little bit. I started getting greedy, or I was just exploring. I'm like, okay, I want to make this slope a little bit more noticeable, so I'll put a tree line in, right? Well, that's what I was talking about just a few minutes ago. Sometimes it's good just to step back, take a pause. But if you like doing these like I do, fast like this, just go for it and have fun. These are demonstrations. They're exercises, but they're also art in real time. And when it comes down to it, there's no law, no rules when it comes to art, unless you're trying to master a certain kind of art, I guess. So anyways, I'm just having fun here. But yeah, had I stopped it before I started fiddling around a little too much with it, I think it would have turned out a lot nicer. But all in all, just the painting itself was enjoyable. It was just enjoyable to paint. Just had a really good time. And that's what it's all about for me. Yeah, in the studio, I'm more serious. I'm more concentrated, you know. Anyways, I hope that you guys are having a great day, a good morning, and a good evening wherever you are, and whenever you're watching this. And if you enjoy my videos, feel free to hit like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And just right there, just trying to create like a little cliff. Maybe it's a rock cliff coming down, right along the stream there. And then little baby rocks just along there. And thank you for those of you who are coming back. Thank you. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, and I mean that. And we'll put a few birds in here. And I hope that maybe you got some ideas, maybe a little inspiration, and have a great day.